What's happening, everybody? This is Kevin from Fits on the Fritz. You probably know me from our Living with Michaelmyers skits, our serial killer cinema videos, or that neighbor that you know is creeping outside in the bushes, but you can never know for sure. Yeah. For today's movie, we will be reviewing... Oh God. Are you serious? No, this is just like the first review and we're reviewing the... It's so bad. Like the acting, the editing, Busta Rhymes? What? Oh, the original. The original. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, let's do that one. Let's review the original. Yeah. So by popular request, by a unanimous margin, Halloween, released in 1978, directed by John Carpenter, written by Carpenter and Deborah Hill, follows our Captain Kirk with a quirk for stabbing babysitters in his first movie outing. Now, what still amazes me to this day is that this movie had a $300,000 budget. It's not a lot. It is not a lot. And it made $43 million in the States alone. Yeah, it's crazy. Now, why am I still talking about this movie a full 43 years later? Why am I talking about it in the year 2021? Because it's awesome, okay? And we will start the review right now. The film starts off with a one-shot of Michael getting the taste for the stabby. Why such a gruesome act at only 6 years old? Nobody knows. And in my opinion, it is way more terrifying that way, that pure evil could just manifest itself in a 6-year-old and make them even more terrifying than they already are. I hate that kid. I hate him. See, unlike another movie I'm sure we will get into eventually, sometimes no motivation is the perfect... And I will skull the shit out of you! I'll get the sometimes no motivation is the... You done, Rob? Sometimes no motivation is the perfect motivation. Yeah. Alright, so 15 years later, Michael is now 21 years old, the big 2-1, and he is under the care of Sam Loomis, a psychiatrist at Smith's Grove. Loomis, who is of course played masterfully by Donald Pleasance. His work as Loomis is one of my favorite in any series, just that he falls into complete madness that we will see snippets of in this movie. It really expanded upon as the movies go on. Just stay tuned, So Loomis and a nurse by the name of Marion Chambers are headed to Smith's Grove to see Michael and to transfer him, to have him transferred in front of a judge. But as we see, you notice all the inmates are out having a stroll in the rain. This is some weird ass shit, Loomis states as he gets out to assess the situation. Meanwhile, Michael, who is played wonderfully by Nick Castle, reaches through to Marion, presumably to ask for directions. Michael is just misunderstood, I think we will see throughout this whole movie, in my opinion. The car then swerves off the road. Michael, getting tired of this shit, he decides to smash out the window, startling Marion, who escapes as Michael drives off. Now, how does Michael know how to drive? I don't... Someone around here gave him lessons. Okay, thank you, script. Thank you. Next morning on Halloween... Oh, Halloween. Okay, I get why it's called Halloween. Laurie Strode, who is played by Jamie Lee Curtis, is seen walking to school. On her way to school, she meets Paul Rudd. I mean, Tommy Doyle. Tommy tells Laurie about the haunted house that used to be the Strode residence. Meanwhile, Michael, thinking Laurie is singing to him, sets his sights on her for the first time. You know, for the budget, they really did an amazing job transforming Pasadena, California into Haddonfield, Illinois. I mean, you do see the stray, like, palm tree every now and then, but just don't worry about it. Have a good time. Shut your mouth. During a very metaphorical and foreshadowing scene, Laurie is receiving a lesson on fate where she sees Michael for the first time. He hightails it out of there to another school where he sees little Tommy being bullied. You know, if Tommy just had a metal pipe, these little bastards would be dealt with. Just saying. Michael, giving us a solid jump scare, stalks the boy. I still don't get... You know, I still don't get how he could... Thank you, Loomis. Thank you. Got it. Laurie is totally headed home from school where she is accompanied by her friend Linda and Annie. They're stopped on a sidewalk where they totally see Mike driving past. Michael, aggravated that Speed will be doing any of the killing in this movie, slams on his brakes. Joke? No, Annie. No, he can't take a joke, okay? Linda then heads off as Michael begins to stare down Laurie. Now, I think Michael just wants to talk and he's a big old shy guy, but I would also already be dead in this movie, so let's just move on. Laurie is shaken up by this, justifiably, I might add. You know, just this, the thought of a William Shatner lookalike stalking me, trying to get me to listen to his Bohemian Rhapsody cover.
No escape from reality.
When Lori arrives home, she sees old Mikey boy one more time. It's a very creepy scene. Wait a minute. She never broke eye contact. Wait, look. Wait, which way did he go, Lori? I bet over there. Yeah. Terrifying. Okay. Skipping ahead to that night, Lori is now dropped off at the Doyle house, and Annie arrives at the Wallaces. Michael proceeds to be a creepy son of a bitch, scouting out locations. You creepy bastard. At the Myers house now, Dr. Loomis and Mr. Brackett scout the area, where they find Michael's dinner. Yeah. That's messed up, Mike.
Could have been a skunk. Could have.
Ew. Loomis then begins to give us one of the best monologues describing the evil that dwells within Michael.
Left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding.
Once again, I cannot stress how amazing Donald Pleasance is in this movie. I know there are others in the running, such as good old Grand Moff Tarkin. Pleasance is giving it his all here, okay? Considering the budget of this movie, like he was offered a flat rate salary or the future earnings of the movie. I mean, now us knowing in the future that he should have chosen the second option, what are you gonna do? He still gave one hell of a performance. Back over at the Doyle house, Lori is on the phone with Annie, who tells Lori that she has spoken to poor old future dead Ben Tramer. We'll get there eventually. Lori, who has a crush on Ben, gets embarrassed as Tommy looks out the window spotting Michael. This shot is fantastic. There are so many iconic shots with shadows or events happening in the background that really amplify how creepy this movie is. When Lori comes over to see what Tommy is whining about, the shave disappears. We really need to put Tommy in a home, like in a psychiatric ward. Kid is losing his shit. One dead dog later, Annie takes Lindsay to Lori so she can go sin and die. Oh yeah, spoilers? Come on now. If you haven't seen Halloween, the original, like, what are you even doing here? But stay. So once Annie got off the phone with Lori, Annie's boyfriend Paul called and wanted to meet up. When she notices she can't see in the car, Michael is just so excited to kill someone, you know, he's fogging up the windows. He's just so pumped. Michael then strangles Annie to death. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, barely any use of blood in this movie. Yeah, it's a far cry from movies of today. Now, I'm not sure if the kills in this movie would really live up to today's standards. I don't. Me and myself, I think they're fine, but I have my nostalgia goggles on. Like, just if you went into a movie theater to watch a scary movie and they had kills like this, would you be as impressed? Be honest. Be honest. I'm watching you. Let me know in the comments below. So back at the Doyle house, Paul Rudd is trying to scare Lindsay by hiding in the curtains. To his shock and surprise, Michael is seen carrying Annie's lifeless body into the house. Tommy tells this to Lori, in which Lori replies, "Hey, stop being a little bitch." Sorry. I hate kids in horror movies. I don't know why. Back at the Myers house, we get another helping of Dr. Loomis being awesome.
Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there.
Yeah, you dumbass kids. Listen to the good doctor. Yeah. Mr. Brackett then shows up startling Loomis, who could have dropped him right then and there. Don't you dare question this man. This man is terrifying. He could drop you in an instant. Brackett questions if all the families and children could be lined up for a slaughter, in which Loomis replies,
They could be.
You see, throughout this whole movie, they've been questioning my boy. And it's really disrespectful. They'll learn eventually. Over at the Wallace residence, Linda and Bob are totally about to bone, with their plan being for Annie to distract Lindsay so they could go upstairs. Once inside and realizing that there's no one home and all the lights are off, it seems as if this is their golden opportunity to be on the death count. Over at the Doyle house, Linda then calls to ask where Annie is. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Sorry. Lori then tells these horned up teens that Annie went to pick up Paul and to call her when she gets back. This gets Linda and Bob all horned up, realizing that Lindsay is gone for the night. Got Mikey all horned up too, for different reasons, if you know what I mean. He's gonna kill. During the Bono action at 3000, the phone keeps ringing, annoying Bob, who takes the phone off the hook, not noticing Michael in the background admiring his work. 30 seconds later, the couple are done and Linda is ordering Bob to go grab her a beer, stating that this is the best night of her life. Heard that one before, Bob. Heard that one before. While Bob is downstairs grabbing beers, Michael shoots out to greet him, accidentally stabbing him into the wall. At least this is what I have been told. An accident. Bob dies and Michael stares at his work, one of the greatest shots of movie history. It's like I've seen it explained and it's perfectly. It's like a cat looking at a bird it's just killed, like admiring his kill. Creepy. Upstairs, Michael tries to play a prank on Linda by acting like the house is haunted. This crazy, goofy guy, he's so silly. After many attempts to get the beer from Michael, she decides to call Lori. On the phone with Lori, Michael then begins to strangle her to death with a telephone cord. Wow, that's a dated kill. Yeah, that's a kill that can't happen today. I mean, it could, I guess. I just don't know anyone with a phone cord. Yeah, Lori on the other line thinks that Linda is playing a prank on her. After Linda dies, Michael feels like chatting, but is pissed off when Lori hangs up the phone. That's just rude. Going upstairs, Lori checks in on Tommy and Lindsay, who are fast asleep. Meanwhile, at the Myers house, Dr. Loomis spots the Myers mobile. Go kick his ass, Samuel. Lori, getting tired of no one answering the phone or getting back to her, heads across the street.
This is where the fun begins.
Shut up, you orphan. Going inside, Lori sees no sign of her friends. Assuming it's a joke, she heads upstairs. Opening the door, she sees Annie's body with Judith Myers' headstone. See, this is one of the things I really like about Michael. A man's a showman, okay? He takes pride in his work. Like in 2018 where he carved the man's head into a jack-o'-lantern. Classic Michael. Backing up against the closet, we get another scare from Michael's haunted house as Bob drops down swinging in the doorway. Lori keeps on screaming as she sees Linda's body as well. Next, we have one of the coolest shots ever filmed. I'm not joking. As Lori runs out into the hallway backing up against the wall, we see Michael's mask slowly coming into view. Michael then stabs Lori in the shoulder, sending the camera falling down the stairs. Lori fell too. I'm sure Lori fell too. Michael then begins slowly walking towards her. Another thing I like about Michael is how his walking is so melodic in a sense. You know what I mean? It's hard to describe. He almost glides, you know, giving him like a specter ghosty quality. Props to Nick Castle. Played him for most of the movie. I think there was like 3 or 4 actors who played Michael actually, but Nick Castle is the one most credited. Lori then tries to escape by trying the living room door and then the kitchen door, which is stuck due to a rake bracing it from the outside. Michael, you clever fella, you. Lori eventually smashes the glass and knocks the rake over. Stumbling onto the yard and screaming like anyone would do in this situation, she tries going onto the porch of another house, to which the people inside said, "Fuck that, you're on your own." Arriving back at the Doyle house, she realizes her keys are gone. Panicking, she slams on the door repeatedly, trying to wake Tommy up. Unaware of the situation, Tommy eventually reaches the door just in time to let Lori in. She locks the door, ordering Tommy to go back upstairs, then she turns off the lights. Noticing the window is open, she crouches down in front of the couch, but suddenly Michael appears out of nowhere. Narrowly missing Lori, she then stabs him in the neck with a sewing needle. Okay. Michael falls to the ground, presumably dead, but we all know. We all know. And one of the oddest decisions, Lori drops the knife that is still on the couch and goes upstairs. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's from like the blood loss, like she's delusional. Fuck, I don't know. Let's continue watching the movie. Back to Dr. Loomis, still making his way down the sidewalk when eventually Officer Brackett pulls up to give him some assistance, finally believing him and heading off. See, always believe the Loomis, my guy. I mean, he may act crazy, but he is crazy, but every now and then, you know, just don't question the Loomis, okay? Back at the Doyle house, Lori believes all is well, until they're not. Michael heads towards them as Tommy and Lindsay are rushed into the bedroom. Lori runs into the closet and eventually gets the upper hand by stabbing Michael with the clothes. What? Dude, first a sewing needle and now a clothes hanger? What a bitch. After the clothes hanger stabbing in 1978, she grabs his knife, stabbing him in the chest. Lori then tells the kids to go down the street to the McKenzies and call the police. But if the McKenzies are anything like the other neighbors, those kids are screwed. Loomis, then noticing the kids leaving the house, decides to go in. Go kick his ass, Loomis. This is another one of my favorite shots. Okay, just watch. Like, come on. That is like the perfect tension building shot. Like, the audience sees what's happening. Lori has no idea. And I'm a nerd. Michael grabs Lori, who eventually gets his mask off, revealing a sort of normal person. You know, not a zombified Jason or a demonic burn victim. It's just a guy who's pure evil, and it's awesome. Dr. Loomis gets tired of this sibling rivalry and shoots the son of a bitch 6 times. Or was it 5?
6 times.
Okay. 6 times. Damn. Looking over at the body, Loomis realizes that he has disappeared. Off to create another sequel. Thank you, Michael. So Halloween, the OG, not this Halloween, the original, made in 1978, is a horror movie classic. One of my personal favorites, and it all comes down to the filmmaking. John Carpenter is amazing. His use of shadows, his use of things in the background, and his score. Oh my god. The music in this movie, guys, the music in this movie is amazing, okay? And if you haven't seen Halloween, the hell are you doing? If you haven't seen Halloween, make sure to watch it, okay? If this review has in any way made you want to go watch it, that is awesome. I'm glad I could do it for you. Watch it, listen to the score, like really set the tone. Get in a dark room, you know, get you some popcorn, get you some Sour Patch Kids, and watch Halloween. I am giving this movie a 9 out of 10. Do you have any other horror movie suggestions for me to review? What do you think of Halloween? Please leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. And if you're feeling really fancy, please become a member. That'd help us out a lot. You guys have a good one.